I feel about Chinese food the way most people feel about their children. And so it was very important that my neighbors owned a Chinese restaurant. And I moved into my current apartment, I guess now 4 years ago, something like that. And in fact, they did own a Chinese restaurant. And this satisfied a lifelong goal of mine, which is a modest goal, but it is my goal. And I would thank you not to judge me for my goal. But I moved next door and wanted very much to have a really great relationship with them. Mainly because my family is unpleasant. And so we never had neighborly relationships. And I decided, no, I'm going to be friendly, even though I'm not, and develop a friendly relationship with my neighbors. And so I tried. But the problem is that I don't speak Chinese and they don't speak English. And so the both of us engaged in the wordless language of neighborly good cheer, meaning well, wordless, but I would look at him and go, hi! And he would look at me and go, okay! And that was the extent of our communication for about 2 years. And it was fine. And in that communication, I said to him, I'm happy you're not dead. And he said, me too. And that was our communication. And it went like that for a while. Now I have to go back and say that I am incredibly afraid of spiders. Like really bad. Like I've heard people say that if spiders were gone, insects would rule the planet, but I'm more than willing to sacrifice everyone here to the insects of the planet just to get rid of spiders. And in New Jersey, which is actually where I live, in late summer, these horrible, evil spiders weave webs in late summer. They weave these giant webs at around dusk. And they're massive, and they have these horribly banded legs, and they exist to make me, well, you'll find out. So I'm leaving my apartment, and I'm going to go visit some friends. And I'm walking down the steps, and I feel the unmistakable tickle of a spider web across my face. And so I do what any normal person does. I freaked the hell out. And I went, it was very manly what I did. I went, and it was a yawp. That's what that was. So I freak out, and I do immediately start hitting my face. And you can see I'm wearing glasses, and so my glasses fly off my face. So the world is now blurry and terrifying. And I have long hair now. My hair was longer before. And I could see out of my peripheral vision this thing, and you gotta understand the spider, okay? It's like the size of a dismembered human thumb with legs. Like, it's that big. And it's just wheedling its way. And I learned something very important in this moment, that when you are terrified, like, your mind doesn't disappear. That you're actually able to have incredibly lucid and cogent thoughts. And my thoughts are all like, it's gonna crawl in your ear, and like eggs in your brain, and then they're all gonna hatch, and there's gonna be 5,000 spiders in your brain, and then just sugar, I need just lots of sugar. And so, and so I do what any, again, normal person would do, which is I took my shirt off. My beautiful bare breasts in the night's air, and I throw it on the ground, and I just start jumping on it. That's over and over and over again. And I'm slapping my bare chest, and I'm really pale, okay? Like, really, you can see my heart beating. Okay, I'm really pale. No melanin, okay? And so I'm just jumping on my shirt, and I'm screaming, and I end up noticing, finally, that I've dashed it to bits, right? And so I stop, and I'm standing on my shirt, I'm breathing heavily, and there are these hand-shaped red welts growing all over my bare chest, my beautiful, beautiful chest. It's horrible. And I'm just standing there, breathing, and I look over, and there's the mother, the father, and their 2 children. And I try to explain the situation, because there's a perfectly reasonable explanation, and so I go, no, spider! Spider in my hair? But they don't speak English, so all they see is like half-naked crazed man with, like, Rosanna Dana haircut going English, and looking at their daughter. So it's now 2-3 years later, I don't really remember, And I still see them. The children avoid me. The children still see me, but they go the other way. And occasionally I will see the neighbor, the guy, I don't know his name, I named him Fred. I'll see Fred, and I'll go, hi. And he'll look at me and say, okay.